If I had cancer, they tell me to pray and go see my oncologist.
Mm-hmm.
If I got high blood pressure, they tell me to pray and do what my doctor told me to do.
But if I'm depressed,
it's a demon, and I need prayer. Men died by suicide 3.9 times more than women. That's almost 4 times as much as women.
And these are 2021 stats?
These are 2021 stats.
So you realize that 2019, 2020, COVID-19 here, these guys had to stay at home with their wives for a whole year. We out here.
If I'm mad that you won't let me do what I want to do in all levels, and then when I get there and I dominate, then my own people look at me and go, "You left us here."
Right,
nigga, I didn't leave you, nigga. I thought this was the goal.
Because the thing is, we knew that we was gonna fucking dominate. We was better than them before.
As a man, if you can't take care of yourself, you don't deserve no coochie.
I agree.
That's to me. If you can't support yourself, you know, the last thing you need to be worried about is getting laid.
Listen to what I'm saying to you, though. Number one, the only reason I agree with that statement is because doing that could possibly produce a child that you can't take care of.
I know you heard that theme music. You see these beautiful faces. We are the Let's Get Canceled podcast. My name is Tommy with an H. I'm the voice of the people. I speak for y'all.
And my name is Big Tech Dog. I'm your favorite friendly, lovable loudmouth. Hey, yo, cousin.
What up, cousin?
You ready?
I'm ready.
Let's get canceled.
All right. On tonight's episode, NBA Finals have started. So we're going to do a little bit on that. We're going to get into game 1. Game 2 is going to be later on tonight. So y'all check that out after y'all check us out. There's been a lot of talk here, cousin, about these European guys coming into the league, taking over.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I'm gonna get your perspective on that. I'm gonna share mine a little bit. Your old president, your boy Don, he caught 34 Fs, man. They gave him 34 Fs.
You the Republican.
Republican on him, but I am
you the Republican.
I'm not a Don Republican. I'm not a Don Republican. So we got to discuss what some of the ramifications are of these 34 felonies that he caught. The fight. We have been building up for this fight since it was talked about in the beginning. This fight now has been postponed, but if it's up to me, they may as well leave it alone, not let that happen. And with that fight being postponed, we're gonna give y'all an update on what our season 1 finale is gonna be about. So that's where we're gonna go tonight. But our first topic is gonna be Caitlyn Clark. We're going back to Caitlyn Clark because there's been a lot of talk right now about her being treated unfairly in the WNBA. And it's not really, I don't really want to talk about her impact on the WNBA because that is just, it is what it is. That's what it is. It is something that you really can't deny. But is she being bullied by these other women? So that's going to be where we're going to start tonight. So cousin, I just got to ask you, do you think she's being treated unfairly by the other players in the WNBA?
Unfairly?
That's unfairly.
No.
Is she being bullied?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, but it's not unfair.
Okay, explain.
May I elaborate? Listen.
Please do.
Every time somebody comes out of high school or college, and forget the gender, every time, if you come in with this big fanfare, it's niggas in the league that's ready to take your head off just to show you ain't what they say you are, right?
100.
And there's nothing different on this. The only difference that I see is the fact that her own teammates seem to not be riding for her. I'm not saying that they're against her, but they ain't putting in the work like you would expect, right? So I think I told you this the other day. Like I was watching who is that? Your boys, NBA players, Matt Barnes. Matt Barnes, he had a statement. He was just like, "Yo, where are her teammates at? Like they slow to go help her up. You expect her to get chin checked, and that's why I say it's bullying, absolutely, but it's not unfair because everybody goes through it. Every one of them goes through it when they come in, and you're supposed to be, especially when you're supposed to be the quote unquote savior of the league, and that's what they hyped her up to be. To Caitlyn's defense, I don't think she hyped herself up to be that. I don't think that she was really interested in making sure that everybody knew who Caitlyn Clark was and all this other stuff, or came in like she was going to change the game forever. I don't think she did. I think she's a good player, a girl who's giving it her all on the court, and them niggas is trying to take her head off, bro. And I'm for every moment of it,
bro. And when you said she's being bullied, she's not being bullied at all. Not at all. This isn't bullying. This is basketball. This is basketball.
And when you wait, when you're playing that hard nosed basketball, what do they call it? Bully ball, nigga. That's what it is.
I feel you, but bullying is picking on a particular person or set.
Yep.
Nah, this goes for everybody. If it's not her, it's the next one. This is being a basketball player. There's no bullying. They're not bullying this girl. They're not picking on her.
Nigga.
They're not picking on her.
You got to define that for me. Define picking on her.
They're not choosing to treat her differently than anybody else.
Not true. Because if you're not making an impact in the game, if all the spotlight ain't on you, if you ain't supposed to be the top one, they don't bother with knocking you out. So the very fact that they're picking her because of the impact she has on the game,
That is the definition of picking on somebody, bro.
But that's where you guys are completely wrong. You guys act like she's the first person that's gonna be hit for no reason, and that's yes, no, because what you're saying is she's making all the impact, so they're seeking her out to do harm to her.
Yes.
No,
yes,
no,
yes,
no.
yes, nigga, that's exactly what's happening.
Every woman that has come into the WNBA has been pushed. And the only reason that we're pointing out that Caitlyn Clark's being pushed is because all the spotlight's on her. Now, they're not treating her any differently. We and the media are treating her differently. We're nitpicking everything that's done to her, but nobody cared when Angel Reese got clotheslined. Nobody cared when Shamiqua Holtzclaw back in the day came into the league and got laid down. Nobody cared when Diana Taurasi came in and was getting pushed down. Now Diana Taurasi is the veteran, so she's doing the pushing. So wait. Nobody was watching. Nobody was watching.
So you're saying something different now. So what you just described was when people come in the game and they make that type of impact, somebody checks them to make sure that they understand that you ain't running nothing. But listen, wait. Let me finish. You just described each one of these people who came in with a lot of fanfare who got knocked out. Your problem is that it's not getting the media coverage that that she's getting.
Well, here's the thing. Tina Thompson was a veteran. Nobody talked about when she got body slammed by Lisa Leslie. Like, nobody cares about these vets doing anything. It's the mere fact that the media attention is now on this girl. Because again, it happens to everybody, but the fact that it's Caitlyn Clark now it's bully ball. Nobody paid attention enough to the WNBA for them to see that this is a part of the game. This happens to everybody.
Right. Now, so your problem is us.
Yes, the problem is the fans and the media, because they made a big deal about this woman being pushed down, about this woman being, it's not fair because it's not a basketball play.
Oh, it's absolutely fair. It's absolutely fair.
It's the game. Game. Here's an example. And I'm going to take it to the men's game, because the women's game and the men's game, I'm going to say they're equal. I'm going to say they're equal as far as the play, as far as them being competitors. Not necessarily the level of the game. I know where you're going with this, because we've had this discussion before, and I may go find that and clip that in just so people know that you hate women. Starting with this already. We're starting with this already. But there was a clip, and I'm gonna see if I can find it. But there was a clip of Jeff Teague pushing LeBron James into the stands.
Yep.
There was no foul, no technical foul. It was just a regular foul. No technical. He didn't get a fine. There was no suspension. None of that.
Right.
Jeff Teague said, "I was tired of losing to this dude, and I was mad." He was like, "I never beat him in a playoff game, not a series, a playoff game." He was like, "We were losing. I was sick of losing to him, so I just checked him. It's a dead ball." He goes, checks him, pushes him into the stands. There is no fanfare behind that, because it's just a player being fed up, and we're going to do what we do. But when it comes to this young lady, it's all of a sudden these ladies are jealous of her. Now, the jealousy may come if they're winning, but right now it's just screw her. Screw her.
They're like, what, 1 in 1,000 right now? They're like a 1 in 1,000?
Right. She got to get it just like everybody else. She's got to get it just like anybody else is going to get it.
See, I keep going back and forth with you, because like I'm like, you're right. Because she's not getting it like just like everybody else. Because you got to remember, and I think I understand what your problem is. Your problem is not with the fact that she's being targeted. Maybe that's a better phrase, targeting, because they're targeting her because, hey, look, if I'm on a team and here comes this superstar and I feel like I'm better than them, and I don't like the way that y'all are hyping him up and I making me like secondary. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go over there and chin check him. Yum, put him down. He got to go. But I targeted him not because he's good, not just because whoever he is. It's just the fact that everybody outside of him is making it like he's the one, and it helps even more if he was on TV talking about how good he was. So I am going to target him. This is a history. Throughout all of history of basketball, people get targeted because of those reasons. Now, the problem is
give me this one. Let me give
go
you
ahead.
one little thing here. All right, so is it because of the media attention that I'm targeting this person, or is it because they're good?
It's probably the media attention. It's almost absolutely the media attention.
I don't think it's the media attention. I think it's because you're a good player and I've got to put you down. Same thing that happened with Michael Jordan when he was playing Detroit. You're their best player. We're gonna do everything we can to hinder you. The same thing that people did with LeBron when they would come and snatch him out of the air in attempts to slow him down. You're a good player. I'm gonna do everything I can to get in your head. You remember when Lonzo Ball came into the league?
Yep.
Everybody was on Lonzo's head because you're supposed to be this good, so you got to prove it. I want you to prove it.
But it's because the only reason we thought you were that good. The only reason we thought you was that good was because of the hype that came around it. So we gonna check you. We gonna test you. We gonna test.
Lonzo was a beast coming in.
Hey, but you got to remember, a beast in college. There have only been a few people, few players that translated at the level they were before the NBA.
And we got to make you prove it. Same thing happened with Christian Laettner. Christian Laettner came into the league, and now you got to prove it. The reason they beat Christian Laettner up was because he beat their ass up in college. When he was at Duke, he was a bully. So you come in here now you get to see what it's like to be bullied. And they gave it to him, and he broke. So now we got to put you to the test. You got to come in here and play under the fire. And that's where I am right now with her.
You're right. You're like, all of that is correct.
Of course I'm right.
But all of that equates to she is being targeted. Like, she's being targeted. And I'm not saying it's unjust. Remember what I said.
Right.
It's not unfair. It's not unfair because everybody who comes out with the fanfare that she did has to go through the same rite of passage. Period. Point blank.
But I think where we're off on this is the reasoning. And you're saying the fanfare. I'm saying because you're a good player.
Okay. But here's the thing.
Because to me, had she gotten none of this fanfare, and we were still watching the same, these players would still do the same thing to her. Because you can't have someone who can dribble the air out of the ball, shoot the ball from the logo, get everybody else involved, and I'm not going to get physical with you to make sure that you don't have the opportunity to do all of that.
Or at least you think twice before you come in here and try it.
Right. So as a basketball player, I don't care about what they're talking about. All I saw was your stat lines. And I'm going to make sure that stat line is impacted by me. And it's going to be, sometime I got to chuck you a little hard. Sometime I got to foul you a little hard. So you think, like you say, think twice before you come in here. So when you realize you take that jump shot from the logo, I might clothesline you. So maybe you don't want to do that again. You remember when Trey Young for the Hawks, he nutmegged one of the ball players. He comes in, throws the ball between his legs. Next thing you know, Buddy tried to throw him out of the arena because there are certain things that disrespect we're not going to have. We're still ball players. We're competitors. So you embarrass me, that means I got to toss you. That's why, for me, I've never understood how anyone could score like 40 points. Like when Kobe scored 81, I was like, Kobe would have got to 40, and then Kobe would have had a sprained ankle. He'd had a black eye. He'd had a broken thumb, something. You're not going to score 80 on me as a competitor. I don't care, again, about the media. I don't care about what the fanfare says. Me, as a competitor, you rush for 100 yards in the first half. The next time I tackle you, I'm twisting that ankle. You will be hobbled. There are, and you say I'm a cheater. You say, I'll be that, but guess what? You're not going to be a 250-yard rush. You're going to see, and I think that's the difference between me as an old school dude. You see all these grays here, people. This is my mentality as an old school dude. You hit 3 threes, Steph Curry. You hit 3 threes in the first 10 minutes, bruh.
Good night.
I'm sorry. You got to go sit down for a little while.
Hey, so check this out. I told you before. I got 3 sons that play basketball. Technically, I am undefeated against all 3 of them. I'm gonna tell you why. When I felt like I couldn't beat them up straight up anymore, I just stopped playing them. So the last game we played, I won. And check this out. So I had my son. We were playing. This is some years back. He tried to dunk on me. Like he got up and all my boys jump out the gym, bro. Like they can jump.
Right.
He tried to dunk on me. You know what happened? I punched him in the stomach. And I'm not talking about, wait. I'm not talking about like a little light, like, hey, watch out there. No. Uppercut. And he crumbled. And you know what he learned from that? Don't try and dunk on daddy no more.
Don't do that.
That's what that is. Now, did I target him? Absolutely. Was it because of his skill? You're right. It was because of his skill set. And I'm not getting ready to be embarrassed out here in front of anybody who might be watching or might be recording in the bushes somewhere because they'll set some stuff up like that.
Because as soon as he dunks on you, the whole family's gonna know.
He'll have a FaceTime group chat with everybody. Like,
he gonna go live on the ground with you.
Right.
With you laying on the ground now. Who's your daddy? That's what it's gonna be. Who's your dad? So
and then you know what'll happen? I'll have to shoot him. Like he because that information can't get out. But see, here's the thing, bro. You're right when it comes to the fact, but you're absolutely wrong. She is definitely being targeted. She's definitely being bullied, but no different than anybody else. And I think that's the problem. Now, the media side, it's absolutely not equul because they're looking at everything that happens to her as if we're picking on her. And I feel like there's some racial undertones to it where it's like, oh, the white girl's getting picked on and she's getting looking at that white fragility crap. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, she's a basketball player. She's a good basketball player. She just came in as a rookie and y'all put the entire league on her back.
Yes.
And now that you've put that on her back, it's a whole lot of people who've been in here grinding for this league for a long time. Yo, I'm going to show you what your little white savior can do. Yak 'em. Here you go. Take this elbow. Here you go. Take this hard charge. Like, whatever it is, you're going to have to take it. And you know what she's doing to her credit? To her credit, she's in the interview goes like, yeah, it's basketball.
Because she understands.
Right.
It's the game. This is the game.
Right.
Because everything that's being done to her, she has done at some point.
Absolutely.
Everything that's being done to her. But again, this media narrative of they're jealous of this girl.
No.
I don't think they're jealous of this girl at all.
No.
I just think they want her to understand this is our game. We've been here. You're a rookie. Through it all, regardless of anything else, you're a rookie. LeBron James came into the league, had to understand you're a rookie. Now, the fact that he was able to elevate his game and say, I'm still better than y'all, that's to his credit.
Remember this, though.
Those Kobe Bryants. You had those Kevin Garnett's that came into the league and were not ready yet. And she may just be on that path of I'm not ready yet. Michael Jordan came into the league and announced himself early and just continued to rise.
No. Michael, you got to remember that first couple of seasons, Michael was a strong star for his team.
Right,
but on the level of the league, Mike wasn't in the upper echelon of the league that first and second season.
Mike came in and averaged like 30.
You're right.
Score. Like that's my thing. Like Mike did everything that he could do for himself.
But you know what? He didn't have what everybody else had.
He couldn't elevate his team. No, but he let everybody know I'm still one of the best players here. My team may suck, but what you can do against me, nigga, I'll bust your head every time I see you. Because you can't beat me. Now, you may beat my team, but you can't stop me. I'm here to let you guys, put you guys on notice right now that when it comes to me, I'm going to go get buckets. I'm going to block your shots. I'm going to dunk on your head. I'm going to do whatever I feel like doing. Now, the rest of my team, they suck. They on cocaine. So they can't do it. They can't run.
Right now, at halftime, they in there. Right now,
they got coke in their socks for the sideline.
Right.
But when it comes to me, I'm out here and I'm gonna drop 30 on you whenever I feel like it because I'm prepared for this league. Now he was not physical enough, so he got put on his tail. But what was to his credit, he got up, took his free throws if they gave them to him, and went back down court and locked in on defense. Now,
but that's the same thing
right now. Is
she's got to do it.
She's got to, but she's showing right now that the physicality is getting to her with her turnover issues. You know what I'm saying? Not as effective. Her assists are down a little bit from where they were, but it's to be expected. But I'm thinking she's averaging. Let me check my stat line. Let me check my stats here because Caitlyn's doing pretty good right now as far as her overall stats. Her overall is good. She's averaging 17.8, 5.8 assists, 4.6 rebounds. She's got a 40% shooting. She's 32 from 385, but that 5.8 turnovers is where she's hurting. But she's leading.
A lot of turnovers.
That's a lot. And exactly that means that what they're doing as far as the physicality on defense is working. It's working. And that's exactly what they're trying to show, that you have to be prepared for this. And all she's going to have to do is get in the weight room. She's going to have to work on her handle a little bit. She's going to have to work on maintaining that dribble. And I think she'll be okay. But as far as they're picking on me because of the media and you guys are jealous of her, I'm ready to toss that narrative away. I'm ready to toss that narrative out. It
should never be, because it's rooted in dog. I'm gonna do it anyway. It's rooted in racial tropes, bro. Like it's rooted, because if there was no Caitlyn Clark and it was just what's her name? Angel Reese, do you think we'd be having this conversation? Do you think the media would give a crap about what was going on with her? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So you end up with this white girl who comes into the league, and I think we need to go ahead and get into this too, because if we're going to talk about Caitlyn Clark and the WNBA, by the way, she lit up the place last night, bro. Did you see that? Like
I did not see it. I didn't see it.
I didn't see the game, but I heard about it like first thing this morning. She dropped. Let me make sure. She made 7 threes last night. 30 points. Dropped 30 last night, and her team still won by 2 points, just barely. And that's what made it pop in my head when you said about Jordan dropping 30 and his team still sucks. That's where she's at.
This is the evolution of this is her origin. This is her villain origin story.
Right.
You guys beat the hell out of me. Now wait until I get tougher.
Bruh, she's either going to be
angry.
She's either going to be Michael Jordan or John Morant. Better watch out. I don't know.
Wait,
if she be at the.
If Caitlyn Clark goes and gets on the machine and she come back and dunks on somebody next year, nigga, it's over. If she dunks on you next year, it's over. This could be her villain origin story.
Bruh, if Caitlyn Clark...
I'm willing to allow her to take PEDs. Let her let her get some awards in her. I'm willing to allow her to take PEDs just so she can go out there and dunk on people. I think you should allow one person on each team should be able to take steroids, or three people max in the whole league. Those 3 people,
but only 2 of them can be on the court at the same time. So 3 total for your team, but only 2 at a time on the court.
Yes, that right there would be perfect.
Let me explain something to you. If Caitlyn Clark comes in next season and she's just dunking like the guys dunk or something crazy like that, I will never watch another NBA game in my life. I'm WNBA all day.
She just has to dunk once for me. All it takes is one. And it could be on a fast break. She don't have to dunk on nobody. If Caitlyn Clark comes back next year and dunks one time, it's over, because everyone's going to be afraid. Like, she will hit it from the logo or she will poke it. Oh, boy. Now she's unguardable. She's unguardable. But to hit 7 threes in a game, that is again, if it's me and any of my females that are around me, you get to hit 3 of them. Now, that 4th one you may hit on me, but that 5th one you're going to be shooting from your back.
Yeah.
You're not going to want to shoot anymore.
I don't care. I don't care. You got to go down. I don't see titties when I'm trying to play basketball. You going down.
It would be a hard foul, and I'll take a technical. I'll take a foul. It's only 1 foul, but what I'm not going to do is allow you to get into this rhythm of and this groove of disrespect.
Let me tell you what's not going to happen. Let me tell you what's not going to happen. I'll take the ejection, but what I'm not going to do.
But you coming with me though. You coming with me. We're going to the locker room at the same time.
What you're not going to do is have me on YouTube forever. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. Right now, bro. Right now, I can pull up clips of all of the embarrassing things that ever happened in all of sports. I can pull out clips of Nate Robinson face down, ass up on the canvas, all that stuff. But you know what? Now that we're talking about the white girl in WNBA, let's talk about these white boys taking over the NBA, bro.
So I've asked this question for about 20 years now. I say, who is the superstar white American born NBA player? Who's the best? Give me 5 American born. Give me 5 American born NBA stars. Now, I'm just gonna float that one out there and let you guys think on that, and y'all put it in the chat. I'm gonna clip this piece out, and it's going on IG and TikTok and Facebook. So this is for everybody. And I'm going to ask it again. Give me your 5 white NBA stars since 1993 when Larry Bird retired. Or was it 94? I can't remember, 93 or 94. But give me your 5 NBA stars that are American-born white guys.
Stars. Now, can they get half a star if they half white?
No. No.
So we going with the one drop rule. One drop rule, you're a nigga.
If the police pull them over and call them nigga, then they
niggas. Got it.
They
Got
do
it.
not qualify for this particular question.
Say less. Well, then this is going to be a real short conversation.
And I tell you, I've been asking this question for at least 20 years, and I have gotten nobody. And everybody's tried to throw out names. I was like, he's Canadian. Oh no, he's Canadian. Oh no, he's not from me.
But it don't matter which name they throw out. So hold on. I'm gonna count to 5. I'm gonna give you a 5-second, and then I'm going in just so y'all get time to get y'all's out right now. Here we go. Go ahead. Ready? All right. Spoiler alert time. Y'all ready? I hope if you might well pause right now because I'm going in. There ain't none. There you go. Listen, man. And now I don't want to sound like there are no good American-born white players. That's not what we're talking about.
No.
We're talking about legit superstars, and I'm going to
their team
right. And I'm going to say I was going to give my criteria for superstar. Number 1, you have to be the main option on your team. You're the number 1. You can call the shots on your team. Number 2. You've got to be in the conversation of the upper echelon for the entire league.
Right. At least top 10.
Right. So if you're the best player on a garbage team, then it is not helping you. Unless
but there's none of them either.
Right. I'm trying to give some ways out. Just
shoot them some bail, man. Shoot them some bail.
I'm trying.
If y'all can find a way to finagle one in there, I'm willing to take it. I'm willing to slide. I want them in. I want them in. So any way that you can find to get them in, squeeze them on in there.
Now understand something though. As soon as you say the name, I'm going to go back to. I'm going to ask you what year, what season are you talking about, or is there a span of seasons that this person was running things, and then I'm going to go look at who else was in the league at the time. If I can get through 10 people who are better than them in the league, they are no longer in the top.
I'm giving them 30 years. I'm giving them 30 years to find them.
Oh, that just made me feel old.
30 years of players to find them.
That just made me feel so old, bro.
Right.
Golly.
You remember 93 real good, don't you?
Real good. I'm sitting here, I'm like 92, nigga, that's what 10 years ago, nigga? Like, no, it's 30.
Like, here's the thing, like anytime someone says 10 years ago, I always think to the 90s.
Yeah.
How terrible is that? Somebody was like, when I went to the hip hop classic station and they were playing DMX and Snoop Dogg, and I was like, these are classics now. This
it hurts so bad.
Yeah, man. But we are the unks now. We are the old heads now.
Well, I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. So what happens is that we're at but here's the thing. Let's be honest, because right now you got American born, but you got 2 white boys in the league right now. They're they're foreigners,
right?
But they pretty much running things, bro.
They are, and those are just the white ones because there are others. And again, we've had some in the past, but we're just gonna go. I say since maybe 2000, there has been that resurgence of. Well, insurgence. I ain't gonna even say resurgence. There's been an insurgence of these non-American ball players coming in, and I think it has been intentional. The NBA wanting to grow the game internationally, and the rules have changed.
And you know what? I think you might be right. And I know y'all are looking at this going, there's no way Tech's going to agree with him on this, but
I didn't think so.
I think he might be right. And go ahead. You explain what's going on, and then I'll say why I think you're right. Go ahead.
David Stern came in when he introduced the NBA players to the Olympics. His job at that point was to grow the game internationally.
Right.
And what he realized when he sent those NBA guys over there to play against those Europeans and the world, he realized that the way that we play the game versus the way they play the game is completely different, and they can't compete. Over the years, the NBA has changed its game to match what these European teams live by. They spread the floor. It's more about ball movement. It's not about the individual player any longer. It's about the team game. There used to be a time where you had one or two guys on your team. You had a big man and you had your guard or your wing, and it was all about those two, and everybody else was there as filler. Now this ball zips around all over the place the way that they do it in the European leagues. And I believe that change was made because if I can get someone from, let's say, Yao Ming in China, the NBA blew up. The NBA game exploded because now we've got this billion people over here that did not care about this NBA game before, but now they're locked in. They're waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning to watch a Houston Rockets game because Yao Ming's there. And then you bring in these other European countries. You bring in the Dirks. You bring in the Lucas. You bring in the Jokers. Now you're getting this international flavor, and you're catering the game around them. Can you imagine how much money the NBA has made since that happened? And now the American white boy, and I'm with them when they say, you saw the South Park, they took our job. Bruh, they have come in and taken their job. They took our job. Make America great again. Bro, this is where it really happens. You get those two guys. You get your Lucas, you get your Jokers. They can't jump. They're not fast, but they have dominated this game. And the one thing that has been taken out of the game now is defense.
Yeah.
Those guys can't defend anything.
They have created a game. The game has been created for somebody like them to excel.
Right, because it's about the spacing of the game now. You can't just put somebody in the paint and wait. That 3 second rule came into effect. It's more about shooting threes now and different skill levels and not individual skills, but being able to use the analytics of the game. And that's something that you're always practicing, again, on the European side, because most of the American kids grew up playing ball. And again, that's changing now also. But you're playing ball outside. So it's not about shooting threes all day because you got to deal with the elements. So it's all about making sure you're able to get to the paint. Now the game has gotten away from all of that. Now it's all about analytics, shoot the ball, make sure you get a good three. I will pass up a layup to get a three-pointer because 3 is better than 2. And these are the things that happened as we watched the international game. You saw a lot more guys shooting threes as opposed to getting the ball to the bucket. And so that eliminates some of the speed that we have here within the Americas. That eliminates some of the physicality that we have here in Americas. Because as you remember, when Yao came into the league, when Dirk came into the league, it was physical. They put arms, they put hands on you, and they weren't as effective. They had to learn to get tough. Now these guys don't have to learn to be tough. They don't have to learn to play the game the way that we played it. We have to learn to play the game the way that they grew up playing it. And now our development has changed from the blacktop to AAU because we have to learn the game the way the international community plays it. And I think that's where everything changed. And again, I applaud David Stern for what he did, making this game international, but I also blame David Stern for chasing the brat. He's chasing the bag. And I get it. You got to, your league needs money to survive, and they are getting a ton of money right now. But you have taken away what the Americans have built and learned in an effort to embrace the international community. And when you do that, you change the game. You change our game. So what say you? You're going to disagree, aren't you?
No, some of it.
Yeah,
so look,
I already know.
This is the problem, and I'm gonna be honest. Near the end there, you sounded real clannish. You went to and we Americans, and we built this thing, and these foreigners is coming. I was like, whoa. And this is why I don't ever, at the beginning, before I let you talk, say that I'm agreeing with you. Because you take me down this road, and I'm like, wait, come on back. But no. I think you're absolutely right. For a while there, the league was kind of like Hollywood, and the foreigners was like black people. So, and by that I mean, you remember they'd only allow one at a time. Like they might have a few people doing little movies, but there was only one superstar at a time, one. And so Yao Ming came, and Yao Ming was the, I don't want to say anti-Shaq, but because of Yao Ming, now we have a whole lot more big men who have footwork. Because before Yao Ming, all we had was Elijah Wan.
Yeah.
Elijah Wan was that guy, and everybody still goes to Elijah Wan to work. Big men work on their footwork. So you get that progression, right? So, but there was only Yao Ming, and it didn't blow as big as you would hope, because you got to remember Yao Ming was hot for what? How many seasons? Maybe 3-4 seasons.
Yeah, y'all got injured, and it kind of derailed a lot.
Right, and so because they tried to combine a Shaq with an Elijah Wan, so you want that 7-footer big guy to move
quick step,
like the other. You know what I'm saying? And it didn't.
Because before that, you had Sean Bradley,
right? The
American.
Yeah, but Sean Bradley was yeah. That's why we do that. You know what I'm saying? but that's a good point though, because if we could get you had the length and of a Sean Bradley or a Murasan, you remember?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like that kind of move, but they couldn't bang like a Shaq could. You know what I'm saying? And back then,
P. Diddy be wanting the body, and you gotta tell him no.
No Diddy, nigga, no Diddy.
You be wanting to bang, huh?
But look, they couldn't do that. So you end up, because you still had the real
center,
the real center. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, so, and the high percentage shot. When I was told high percentage shot back in the day, it meant something close to the basket, easy layup, get the 2 points that are guaranteed, versus 3 out here that are at 40% at best. Right. If you're at 40%, you're a superstar. But anyway, so you get him, and then not really. And so what do you have next? You got you just named him.
Deshaun?
No, I can't remember his name. Dallas. Dirk. So, and Dirk is doing his thing. Now, Dirk was closer to us. Dirk was kind of like, that's my nigga. You know what I'm saying? I was like, wow, Dirk is doing his thing. But he was a big man who played like a 2. You understand what I'm saying? So it was like, all right, bet.
He was one of those interests of the stretch 4. That was around the KG time.
Right.
And Speed Nose were in there. Like, they were able to stretch the floor a little bit because they could shoot. And the thing with Dirk was, he was not, when he came into the league, and I don't think even by the time he left the league, he was still not one of those physical guys. One of those guys who could get down into the paint and back to the basket, go out there and muscle his way to the rim. He would get his back to the basket, but it would always be that fadeaway, that patented Dirk, leg up, shoot, fade. So
that's not patented Dirk. That's not patented Dirk. That's patented Kobe that Dirk used. Like, let's be real. Kobe was the master after Jordan. Kobe was the master of that.
And we got to go back, and we continue to go back. But they got a statue of Dirk doing it, so that's the Dirk thing now. So we're gonna let Dirk have it. They took our shots, they took our jobs. Make
America. Hey, no. Hey, but I'm gonna tell you like this. But let's be real. So after you get through those guys, the game changed. So there are no more real, true big men. So because if I can get 2 Dirks on my team, then now that draws out that center from the paint. Right. So he can't stay there and defend heavy like that, because I got a guy who can shoot this 20-foot jumper. That's your size. So even if you can come down and I can let you lean on me and push and muscle around with you. You can be stronger than me, that's fine, but I'll make you work for it, and you're gonna get your 2 points down there. You can't come out the paint and guard me. We got too many weapons now. So that's why the NBA eliminates the true big man. So now
and when you try to bring one in like Rudy Gobert, who, again, international guy, he's so big that you really can't work around him.
Right.
However, he's not physical at all. He gets pushed around, and I'm a Timberwolves fan, so this right here hurts me to say. And no, it doesn't hurt me to say, because I hated him I hated the trade when they made it, and then he won Defensive Player of the Year, and I'm watching him with my team, and I was like, he still has no offensive game at all to speak of. He's just a big body, and he's able to play around the rim, but he's still not very effective. He changes shots. He doesn't block as many as he should. I don't think he should have been Defensive Player of the Year this year. I think that should have gone to the rookie. But again, that's not here nor there. When the international game comes into the NBA game, and you try to use the international guy in a way that traditional NBA was played, they do not play it well. Because there's no way that Rudy Gobert should be averaging 7.6 points per game at 7'5".
Right.
There's no way, and there's no way you shouldn't average 15 rebounds a game. You should be averaging at least 15 rebounds a game at 7'6". However, I watched Luka guarding and fronting my center. My center is attempting to get a lob. Luka can't not jump. Luka jumps about that high, and my center can't get the ball over his head because he's soft. He's not able to use the body that's given to him and the athleticism that's given to him. When he rolls to the basket, he doesn't have good control of the ball. He's attempting to play that old school traditional NBA game, but he does not have the requisite physicality that we grew up with.
And that's what you hit it right on the head.
Can you imagine Patrick Ewing and freaking Rudy Gobert in the paint? Lunch. Can you imagine Shaq and Rudy Gobert in the paint? How Shaq say barbecue chicken?
Yeah, buddy.
Well, that's a barbecue hot dog right there. That is skint. He is done. There's no quick work. So it's the physicality of the game that's changed. And then you've got the Joker versus a Shaq. But is Joker a true center? Not really. But then, okay, Joker versus, let's say, Tim Duncan. Is he as effective? Because now he's got to work on both sides of the court. And that's where Joker gets to live. Joker gets to live without having to really defend anybody. When him and Embiid play against one another, Embiid gives him business. Yeah. Embiid works him. But there aren't too many other traditionals or physical guys that he has to face. And even with Embiid, he likes to float out and shoot threes. Karl Anthony Towns, again, another one of my Timberwolves, does not play the game the same. He's an American-born, I believe. However, he does not play the game the way that we traditionally played the game, because the game has changed so much. Well, there has been such international flair that everybody's got to be able to shoot threes.
You got to remember, man, like that long gone is that. Like you just mentioned Tim Duncan, and to me, Tim Duncan was kind of like the prototype of the best of both worlds, because
I go with KG on that. Came in a little earlier, did the same thing.
No. Well, the reason I say because Tim Duncan was a little stronger. Well, wait, let me rephrase that. I won't say stronger. I'll just say bigger.
Tim came into the game a little more polished than KG did.
Right.
KG came and learned it on the fly. Timmy went to college, did his thing at Wake.
But he's not built like Tim Duncan.
No.
And so
because athletically, KG was superior to what
Timmy
was.
Absolutely.
Timmy had that pop. He had that admiral. He was able to,
and he was unshakable, and that was the thing. Yeah. Like, so the emotion of it, that was part of Kevin Garnett's game.
Yeah.
Is getting your hair. Nigga, you can't mess with.
KG was blacktop. I'm a blacktop
kid.
I come into the league and I'm playing it like I'm playing it on the block.
Right.
Timmy came in with the polished game. He came in with the fundamental parts of the game. Nothing against either style.
It's just what it is.
It's just what it is. But nowadays, you don't find too many black top style ball players. Like Ja come from the. You can tell he played on some dirt. I'm not even say black top. Ja played on a clay court, and all he had to do was go and bang.
That nigga was up in Pensacola somewhere, just dribbling on hard clay,
making it work.
Right.
Like that's what I'm seeing out of the game now. So when you talk about the game changing, again, it's just the international game has made its way into the league, and it has done well for the league, but it has ruined what the American ball player was built on.
So let me ask you this then. Overall, if you could turn back time and do it again and you were the commissioner, would you take the same steps, or would you still work to try to integrate internationally, or would you work to build up domestically and stick with that?
All right. So as an American,
nope, as a commissioner. You're an American, but you're the commissioner. And you think about your pockets, you think about the pockets of all your players, you think about all your affiliates.
As the commissioner, I work for the owners, and the owners want bread. I got to get you your money. Right. It's kind of like your president. Your president. Wait, which president? Yeah. The one that's about to be elected again soon.
Oh God. All right. Well, listen. Since you
the one that caught these 34 felons.
Look. Since you brought him up. Yo, listen, man. So your boy, good old Donnie just got hit. Now, this is the case that everybody said we shouldn't have brought. They shouldn't have brought first. They tried to bring it on the misdemeanor state level, and it didn't work out. And so they bumped it up to a felony, and that nigga got hit with 34 of them Johns. 34. Now, let's be real. Let's be honest. It sounds bad. 34 felony sounds bad. What it is really one big felony and 34 instances of him doing that thing, all around the same thing.
11 falsified invoices. You got 12 falsified ledger entries and 11 falsified checks.
And it's all trying to commit the same one thing.
Same one thing.
Like imagine you're embezzling money, right? So I give you $1 million to wash, and instead of just putting it through your one bank account, you put it through that account, through that account, through that account. It's that you get charged with 3 felonies of wire fraud.
Same thing.
But it's all because of one thing. So now here's my problem, bro. Number one, let's be clear, Donald Trump's not going to jail.
No, not at all.
Not going to jail.
He could.
It's a possibility, but I don't think he's going to jail.
It's fraud. It's felony fraud. Absolutely.
The pushback that I keep getting is that, well, it wouldn't have been brought. Like, why they're doing this because. All right, that would be a good call if this judge and these prosecutors didn't prosecute this type of case on a regular basis.
Right.
And they do it regularly. And then you go to, well, he's the president. He shouldn't have been charged. He's the president. He should have known better.
He wasn't the president when he did this.
Right. So you're talking about, imagine if Barack Obama had done an eighth of what he did, just the fact that there was a porn star reportedly connected to Obama would have been, and he can never be president.
Right.
Y'all went off on Hillary Clinton over some emails, and she couldn't be president. This nigga said on TV at his rallies, there was a 3-word chant. A word chant, not the 3-letter chant, the 3-word chant at every Donald Trump rally. What was it?
Lock her up.
Right. Do you know this nigga just had an interview and said he never said it? I'm not joking. Matter of fact,
maybe he didn't. I need to go find out if he actually
No.
I know they said it.
Hey, look at me. That nigga said that shit, bro. like, this is not a game. This is not, I'm with all the confidence in the world. That nigga said that, bro.
He said that.
He said those 3 words. They would chant it, he would join in. Before that, he would start it. He would be like, Yeah, well, and Hillary Clinton, they should lock her away. She should be arrested. Lock her up. That's right. Lock her up. I'm telling you, bro. And what is bananas to me? What's bananas to me is the fact that this dude can say whatever he wants. He can do whatever he wants. And there are people who will defend it. There are Christians who will defend it. There are Christians who will say, I'm voting for him because I don't want abortion. And Joe Biden's for abortion. This nigga, do you really think this nigga's having all these affairs and they had no abortion? Come on, bro. Come on. Hey, fellas, how many of you niggas out there right now have been, you've been playing craps a lot every one of them nights, throwing your dick on the crap table a lot of nights, and you done had to, do you count the plan B? Because if you count plan B, a lot of you niggas done had a lot of abortions. But
got to get that Weebay face down.
But this is the thing. So let's just take everything off the table. There are no more limits. There are no more.
No,
this man has been charged with, and notice I did not say anything about a porn star yet. I'm getting into that right now. I didn't say that he was.
You mentioned it a little bit. You mentioned it.
I didn't say he was charged with paying off a porn star.
No.
That's what I meant.
Right. Yeah.
And because the charge is, let's break this down, people. They're trying to make you believe that he got charged because we didn't like the fact that he was with a porn star. That's not it. The fact of the matter is that he took donations from you, took that money, and he, in order to pay off a porn star, instead of just being like, you know what, we're going to just pay off porn star, he funnels the money through his campaign to wash the money. He's laundering money to pay off a porn star, so his 50th wife, I don't know which one she is, so his 50th wife doesn't find out, and so it can be cleared up, so he doesn't have to put his name on stuff. And so he funnels it through his lawyer.
Right there is the fact that you're trying to, and this is where it becomes defraud. You're trying to defraud the public.
Right.
That's the problem, and nobody seems to care that this guy is defrauding them. It's just he just lied, and he could have he had the money to pay her anyway. So why does it even matter?
Because he didn't believe that you would vote for him. He didn't believe that you would vote for him.
Right, and that's the thing of it. It mattered to him. It doesn't matter to us. It mattered to him.
Oh, it matters to me. Fuck that.
It matters to you.
Fuck that nigga, bro.
All right, so
I mean that from the bottom of my heart.
Hold on, you mad because he paid her off?
No,
or because
I don't care.
He screwed her.
No, I don't care either way. I don't care if he paid her off. Like, because I believe rich folks do that all the time.
Right. So what are you mad about? The fact that he lied about it?
I think because I think Donald Trump to me stands for, and he's a symbol of everything that I don't like about hypocrites. Mm-hmm. Everything I don't like, because a narcissist will take what they do, project it onto you, tell you it's horrible, it's the worst thing ever when it benefits them, and then when it's found out that they're doing the same thing, they make it as if it's not that big of a deal, but still don't go back and let you off the hook. You understand what I'm saying? Like you said that he is actually arguing right now that he had classified documents, and so did Joe Biden, and he's absolutely right. He's saying that because of that fact, then since they're prosecuting him, they should prosecute Joe Biden too. And it's like, no, that's not what they're doing.
And that's the thing. He's saying this is the witch hunt because of all of that. They're still finding classified documents at Donald Trump's house. I think they just found some like a week or so ago. So I don't think that's an issue. The classified thing, they want to impeach behind. Hey, you tried to impeach him. So what? He doesn't care about that. Donald Trump's thing is, y'all are mad with me because I paid off this porn star. Y'all prosecuted me for that. He should not have done it, but I did not have sexual relations with this woman, is what one president said. And y'all weren't tripping on him like this. He
was getting impeached. He got impeached. He got impeached. He got impeached. They did trip on him like that. It's not the same. It's not the same.
He didn't get locked up.
It's not the same. He didn't get charged. Donald Trump is not charged with.
This happened even before I was in office.
Donald Trump is not charged with screwing a porn star.
Y'all had a sitting president in here getting blowjobs and nobody cared.
Donald Trump is not getting charged with screwing a porn star.
Hey, Monica, how you doing, baby?
He did not get charged with screwing a porn star. He
Y'all
got charged with falsifying legal documents to hide money.
And that part I get, but as a first-time offender, give me some probation to let me go sit in the office right quick.
First-time offender? First time?
You find another felony on Don's record. You'll find one.
I can look after the first one. After the first one, I can find 33 more of them joints. All right, that niggas. Listen. Let's be real. In hip hop, I got T.I. going. I'm a 7-time felon. What I care about. Don got 34. You know what I'm saying?
And did you see? Okay, so Don said, and somebody on I think it was MSNBC said that the black community is identifying with Donald because of these charges. And just recently, 50 Cent came out and said that these black community, y'all, most of y'all, because I know some of y'all out here like, I'm not black. And I get it. Some of y'all are black. But to the black people that's watching here, they say that y'all identify with Don because of his criminal activity. So
Who say?
It was said on when he put out the shoes, when he put out the gold shoes. I think we played that clip in the previous episode.
Yep.
And they said he's reaching out to the black community and their understanding of him because of his felony. And now all of a sudden you got one of your hip hop stars saying the same things that were said then. And I do not identify with felons. I get it. I know a lot of them. I'm friends with a lot of them. I don't identify with them.
Nope.
Because with them, just like Don, they did what they were charged with. They did it. So if you do it, you deserve to be punished. Now, heavy punishment, not so heavy of a punishment. Hey, whatever they decide to do to you, you have to take because you committed the crime. And they have these statutes that are there, and there's some maximums and minimums, and wherever you fall on that list is where you fall on that list because you committed the crime. Since you committed the crime, you go and do whatever time they give you. That's my stance.
I want to take you down a road here, buddy.
Here we go. You want Donald Trump locked up? Hold, before you even start, you want him locked up?
No.
Okay.
And there is a different reason why I don't want him locked up. Not that he doesn't deserve it, but I think it sets a precedent for the country as a whole. And I know that Democrats in general are not strong enough to combat vindictive Republicans.
I'm glad you said it.
And that's been proven because we're not willing. Democrats are not willing to do what it takes to get the job done. Republicans don't care, and so that's scary.
Democrats,
so that's why
they will not let the world burn.
Right, but Republicans will burn this bitch to the ground and be like, "Hey, we told you," and then blame you for it anyway.
Because all you had to do is like that abusive husband. Hey man, all you had to do was shut up. I told you not to say another word, and guess what? Now I had to punch you in your.
Is that what Diddy said? That's what Diddy said. Hold on, wait. Let me get it right. Let me do this. Hold on, wait. Here we go. I'm disgusted with myself. I'm gonna be a better man. But all she had to do was shut the fuck up.
I told her.
Hey, so listen.
That's the Republican Party.
But what I'm getting at is the fact that these charges are serious, and what the Republicans are really good at is reframing a narrative. Right. So they can take actual facts and make it look like something else. For instance, the problem with what Donald Trump did was the fact that he verifiably thought that information getting out would cause him to lose the election. So in order to secure power, he tried to hide it by funneling things through his campaign and through his campaign lawyer and mislabeling it. That's what makes it a crime, because he he planned to defraud the American people, to get you to do something that, had you had all of the information, you would not have done. And we're not talking about like, okay, well, I'm saying I'm going to do this and I really don't have any intention of doing this. We're talking about the fact that these things have already happened. And this is what I know, that if you hear this stuff, or I feel that if you hear this stuff, it'll cause me real harm. So I'm going to hide it. And that's where the problem comes in, because he purposely misled you people who voted for him.
Do you think they would have cared?
I don't think
he would have lost. What percentage of votes would he have lost had they heard that? Because again, people knew a lot about Donald Trump before he was running for office, and nobody cared.
I think it would have been enough for Hillary to win. I think it would have been enough for Hillary to win.
That he cheated on his wife?
No. I think that information would have been enough, because you got to remember, the only reason that he beat Hillary was at the last minute. The FBI came out with that we are reopening the investigation into her emails, right? So had that not happened, it was already a close race with that. So had the information dropped, had all that stuff dropped before that, I think Hillary would have eked out a win.
So you don't think? So you actually believe that the people that voted for Donald Trump cared that he screwed a porn star?
No, not all of them. Not all of them. But I think there was
enough that it was going to change the election.
Well, what was the percent? You got to remember, like, even Hillary won the popular vote, right? So you're talking about a margin of within that margin of error. So you're talking between 2 to 3%, less than that, of that he wins. So I think that there is enough in that, and there are enough people.
Well, apparently he thought so too. But for me, I think those same states that he won would have still been just as red as they could have ever been. And I think there would have been some men who would have loved it because he screwed a porn star.
Well, you got to remember,
he would have gotten a couple of more votes on that end.
I think he loses votes. I'm not saying that Hillary picks those votes up. What I'm saying is that there would have been enough fall off, enough apathy to swing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it would have been enough people who just was like, you know what? I'm going because I hate Hillary, and not because I love Donald Trump. Right. I hate Hillary. And so I'm going to go and vote for Donald Trump. Oh, crap, he's doing this crap. You know what? I'm just going to stay home. And I think it would have been enough of that. I'll just stay home to secure it for Hillary.
Stormy Daniels. So Stormy Daniels is worse than grabbing by the pussy.
No, I don't think so. But I think the combination of Stormy Daniels plus grabbing by the pussy turns into that's too much. That's a road too far.
Okay. I can not agree, but I can accept that. I don't agree, but I can accept you saying that because maybe that's what would have changed your mind. Because for you, it's like, you know what?
Hey, wait, nigga, wait, because you're pretending like I voted for in the first place. You're the Republican.
I told you, I'm not a MAGA Republican. I'm not one of those.
Ain't no difference no more, bro. Ain't no difference.
The Republicans that I know call me a rhino. They say I'm a Republican in name only. They say I don't stand up for them. And I say I stand up for right. I refuse to vote 100% in any direction, because if I do that, then half the time I'm going to be wrong. So I'm a Republican registered because I like the way that I'm able to try to influence things and get things to come a little bit more to where my values lie. However, if I vote with the Republican Party every time and again, they're wrong a lot. I have to stand up and say, this is stupid. Why are we doing this? That's dumb. That's not fair. Like, fiscal responsibility, smaller governments and that sort of thing. Like, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. However,
if they actually did it.
Right. However, there has to be a point where we think of other people at some point. And that's the thing about the Republican Party. It is us only. And like we said, we'll burn this joint down.
True.
Like, we might fight, like Tupac say, we might fight amongst each other, but I promise you this, we'll burn this bitch down, get us pissed. Like, that is the Republican Party. Tupac might have been a Republican, because that is exactly how we operate in the Republican Party. And Democrats, and I've said it for so long, are the weakest of the weak, They are willing to fold to anything. They will not stand up. And if you're not willing to stand up for what you believe and willing to let everything, like Obama, when he did the bailout after the banks failed,
right?
I don't think a Republican would have done that.
Oh, they would absolutely would have. They absolutely would have. Yeah,
I don't think they would have done that.
Who was his you think John McCain wouldn't have done that?
Nah, I think
you think Mitt Romney wouldn't have done that?
No, you got to burn, baby, burn, baby, burn. And that's the thing. It's like Obama should have just let them burn.
That's money.
Let them burn.
That's money. Like
it is money. It is
banks
money.
Banks who fail means your top 1% starts to fail. Not fail like in the true sense of the word, but that's their dollars going out the door, and it's like it makes it more difficult on the top 1%. There's no way in the world.
It's going to It's going to put us into a depression for sure.
There's no way in the world the top 1% is going to let that happen. And no way Romney or McCain is going to let them go.
It was time for Rome to fall. It was time for Rome to fall. And again, as an American, I hate to say it, but it was time for some changes to be made.
Do you you got to remember though, if Obama does that, regardless of who was in office at the time, if it was Mitt Romney or Obama, right? If they let that happen, their party would not be president again for the next 50 years.
Do you understand the concessions that could have been made though? You understand the regulations that could have been applied?
Yeah. And I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying your statement was that they would they wouldn't have done it. They would have. They absolutely would have.
Me as a Republican wouldn't have done it. Oh, there would have been there would have been a billion riots. Like I would have sat back in the White House and I'd have watched it burn. And then everyone comes to the table and like, this is what has to happen. And then we're able to make some concessions.
And then two things would happen. Number one,
America would be great again.
No Republican would be president again for the next 50 years. And number two, no nigga would be president again ever. If you were the president.
But you forgot the America would have been great again part. So there's three things that would have happened. America would have been great.
Right. And it would have been run by Democrats forever.
Eventually. No, because then the Democrats would have screwed it all up and given the money away.
You're probably right. You're probably right. I can't even be mad about that. You're probably right. But listen, speaking of screwing things up and in my life, and listen, man, we need to.
This is where we differ. This is where we differ again. Well, I see the look on your face. Do you see the disgust in your face right now,
nigga? Listen, so you hit on it at the top of the show, man. Jake Paul and Mike Tyson. But let me be real. The fight.
I told y'all niggas.
Yo,
I gotta put Lil Boosie daughter in on that.
You're so stupid. What? Let me tell you what happened, bro. Like, so I saw the thing, and I think you take great pleasure in sending me headlines and then not saying nothing. Y'all don't understand.
It's for the show. I did it for the show. On a regular basis, my Instagram, I got 3 dudes that we're constantly sending clips back and forth to each other, right? Is this dude, Doc, and Breeze. Now, I got another set of people that I send clips to when it's funny stuff about like the church or funny stuff about other stuff. But in general, these guys I can send all of them to because they're going to get it all. They're going to understand everything. No Diddy. So this dude will just send me a headline and then ghost and be gone for the rest of the day. That nigga's not responding to nothing. You know why? So I read it, and I don't know if I'm reading it right or not, but I read it, and it just be like, I can hear his voice reading it to me, going, I told you, nigga, I told you. And I'm like, oh, come on, bro. So the first one was Mike Tyson got hurt. And like I saw this going on. I didn't think nothing of it. He sent me the postponement of the fight. And I was like, what? No. And matter of fact, I want to say I just sent him no on the text message. Exactly what I got.
And then after that, it was another one where it was like, it may be off indefinitely, like it's off for good. And let me tell you what surprised me, folks. I wasn't too upset that it was off for good because I'd already gotten over the initial shock of it being postponed. And the only reason I was upset about that is because we were building our episode around that event.
Right.
Right. So now it means that Tommy with the H and myself got to go back to the drawing board and really make this thing pop, because we know a couple things have to happen. Number one, we're going to be live. That's not changing. Number two, we got our dogs with us. We're going to have a live audience. That ain't changing.
Right.
Around what is where it comes down to. And so we want to make sure that y'all enjoy it and we enjoy doing it. Now, the other elephant in the room is whether or not I think this fight should happen anyway, because I think it got rescheduled for November 15th.
November 15th.
It's rescheduled for November 15th. I don't know now, because I'm over the hype of it. And the fact that it would have to be postponed that long after from inception to fight was only, 3 months, 4 months?
Yeah, like 4 months.
And now you want to move it back to the end of the year? That's scary. So that lets me believe that there might be something else underneath that.
Come on over to the right side. I'm inviting you. The
doors
of the church are open.
I'm telling you now. I'm telling you now. If they go through with it, I am rooting for Mike, because I don't believe anybody else I don't believe this little white boy is gonna be able to knock out Mike Tyson. But
so you're still on Mike's side?
I'm definitely on Mike's side. Now, if Mike called me right now and said, "Hey man, I'm thinking about whether or not I should do this fight. I'm wondering if I should even go through with it," I tell him no. Mike, go sit down. I would. Now, if Mike calls me today and goes, "Hey man, listen man, this fight's gonna be dope, bro. I'm telling you now, nothing can change my mind," I'm gonna be like, "Go knock his ass out, Mike." You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's where I'm at.
If I get either of those calls, I'm gonna be like, "Sit your old ass down, Mike."
No,
Mike. Okay, here's me. This is me now. This is my conspiracy theory.
Oh God.
I ain't gonna even say conspiracy theory. This is my theory. Mike got ulcers thinking about fighting this boy. Mike scared himself.
Nigga, I'm leaving.
Concerned himself into an ulcer. This guy has ulcers erupt. And now they say if Mike gets hit in the belly, he could spill whatever bile into his stomach and potentially die. He'll need immediate medical
attention. By yourself, nigga. You by yourself. That nigga ain't scared of nobody.
Mike Tyson, Iron Mike, got himself so worked up and worried about Jake Paul that he is now sick and unable to continue. And you know what happens to old people when they get sick and worried?
What happens?
They die.
Oh, God.
Mike, this man is 30 years younger than you. You're about to be a 60-year-old man soon. And I got to fight this little 27, 30-year-old boy. That is frightening. And I understand it, sir. I understand it. And you're out there trying to work. And every day you're out there working, you're thinking about Jake Paul. Oh, my goodness. Look what he did to Nate. Look what he did to this guy. Look what he did. All of them ended up with their face on the mat. Oh, my goodness. This can't be the way it ends for me again. Mike, I applaud you and your medical staff for saying we cannot continue, because there is no reason to have this guy who has scared himself into an ulcer fighting that guy. It does not need to happen on July 20th, which again, that right there broke me, because again, we have to make a whole lot of changes to what we were going to do, but we're still going to do it.
Oh, yeah.
However, we got to make a lot of changes to that. So I was like, okay, it sucks for us as a show, but for me as a human being, I am so happy this didn't happen. I didn't want this to happen from the beginning. I've been standing on that from the day that it was announced. I came on here and told y'all, Tech wants to see your old man die, and I am against that completely. Now we've got pushed back to November.
Yeah.
You're giving me more time to make contact with Mike and tell him, don't do it, sir. You're giving this man, you're giving his ulcer more time to grow. Like, this thing is going to heal. You're giving him more time to be worried and afraid.
Oh, my God.
So Mike,
ladies and gentlemen, Tommy is trying to get his phone number. Tommy's trying to get Mike Tyson's phone number to get in touch with him. Get in
contact with Mike. Hit me up. Hey, we got a buddy out in Vegas now. I think Mike's out in Vegas. I'm gonna try to send D over there. And say, hey, Danny, go holler at Mike. Tell him, hit me, man. Hit my line, because I need to let him know it doesn't get easier. It does not get easier. This fear does not get. It doesn't go away. It only intensifies. Every day that you're watching Jake Paul out there
hilarious.
On the road working out, seeing him in there with his trainers, you're seeing the work he's doing. I understand you were doing your work, but Mike, when you see what he's doing, bro, it's not going to get easier. It's not going to get easier, and you're only getting older.
That's hilarious.
And I just don't want to see you hurt. I don't want to see you down like some of these other people that I know want to see you. I don't want to see that, Mike. I don't. I want to see you live a great life. So go back, get your gummies. Go ahead and sell those, sell your edibles, and hang out. Get your podcast back going. Hot boxing. Hey, make it happen. But do not, I repeat, do not get into that ring with a 27-year-old boy and expect him not to punch you in your face over and over again until you fall down.
So I'm going to reserve all of my big up to Mike until I find out whether this fight's really going to happen, because I was confident. I was at like 98% that this fight was going down on July 20th. I think me and you had this conversation before, where you really think it's going to actually happen? I really did. And obviously you thought it was going to happen to some degree to plan a show around it. So
I thought it was going to happen. I thought it was going to happen. And it was as unfortunate as it was, I thought it was going to happen.
But now that has been postponed, I am doubtful. So I'm probably down around like 60-70% that it's going to actually happen in November.
But here's the thing that you've gone from wanting to see this happen at 100% to now you're probably around where? About 60-70?
Yeah, I'm around there. I'm not 50-50. Like, because I don't see it happen. I definitely still want to see it happen. But the excitement about it, the excitement about it around it for me when it comes to a build, because you got to remember, ulcers is one of them things where it's like, if you got ulcers to the point where it stops you from being physical, that's some old man shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's a
what about saying?
What about telling you? You're right, but it's not that he's old. And I never disagreed with you on that point. But your statement was whether his age was going to be prohibitive. I don't think it's for him to.
It's been prohibitive to the July.
It prohibited the fight. But listen, so I'm going to reserve my elation until somewhere around September, October, and then I'll get hype about it again. But what I am still hype about is July 20th, regardless, because we're doing this show. So just so y'all all know, we had planned this was going to be a much longer show. And by much longer, it means that we were going to kind of go through our highs and lows of the season on the 20th and try and show y'all some clips, have interviews with people who were there and who some of our supporters from the beginning. And then we were going to roll into the fight and give you the play-by-play on our end. So kind of a watch party with our guests and our fans. You know what I'm saying? We're still going to do most of that. All right?
Just no watch party.
No watch party. That's all. So y'all can still expect to see some of the highs and lows, your favorite clips, your favorite episodes, your favorite comments, favorite situations from the show over these last 12 months, man. We're still going to have those people there in the building. We've got the spot. We got the spot, and we went and scoped that out.
How'd you like it?
Bruh, I love it. And I'm going to tell you, I love it. I love the space. I love the layout. The fact that there's plenty of space around the water, around the pool for us to kind of hang out. We got to find some people that's going to actually get in the water, because I may have to call my white friends, because I know y'all colored folks don't like to get in pools. No,
y'all like to hang out around the pool. So I may have to call in some of my reinforcements. If I can find Leo, maybe he can bring the white girls with him. Because what I did tell you, and I meant this, and again, my wife got to understand, and so does yours, it's not going to be a sausage party. I refuse to have 10 Negroes around me and no women there. Like, I understand our fan base, but hey, it cannot just be a bunch of niggas hanging out, because
that is real.
That kind of party. It ain't that kind of party either, but it ain't that kind of party.
Right. Like, don't get it twisted. It ain't that kind of party. But it ain't gonna be
but you know what
that
I'm saying?
kind of party.
Right. Like, true. Having a bunch of man. So I may have to have my homeboys, like, bring your old lady with you, bring your side chick, whomever you gonna bring somebody with you, man. But Hey, it just
Hey,
can't be.
don't listen to Tommy. Don't bring your side chick. You're gonna be on camera, stupid.
It ain't got to be with her. And it ain't the same party. It ain't gonna be the same party. So you know what I'm saying? You can, you know what I'm saying? As long if your old lady know your side chick, then don't bring her. Don't bring her.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Hey, my niggas, I'm gonna talk to y'all. I'm gonna talk to y'all individually. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna talk to y'all individually, but it's gonna be a party. It's gonna be a good party, man. We're gonna get out there. We're gonna hang out. Have a good time. We're gonna appreciate the host house. He won't be there. The homeboy, the edutainer, y'all remember him from a show before. We're gonna take over his spot, so he won't be there. So he is being a gracious host and allowing us to come in and do what we do. And we're gonna
He was
have
our dude on the Battle of the Sexes
Battle
episode.
of the Sexes.
Yeah.
He was the voice of reason for some reason.
He tried really hard.
Yeah.
Bless his heart.
Yeah.
So here's the thing, guys. We need your help.
Yes.
We need y'all to send us your favorite situations or episodes or clips so we can make sure that you get out of this episode what you want. Like I got already in my mind, I got some highs and some lows.
Yeah, but you know what they're gonna pick. I already know what like 10 of y'all are gonna pick, and it's already clipped. I made a commercial out of it, so that's already.
Yeah, are we talking about the? Hey, ladies, I hope you ready. I have never seen something go so bad for one individual so quickly.
Oh boy.
And when I tell you some of this stuff, guys, some of this stuff is difficult to edit and clip together sometimes. Sometimes it's difficult to kind of find the right thing. That wrote itself. You hear me?
Yes, it did.
Y'all got to remember, I didn't get that video until the day of that show. You know what? Forget it. I'm not going down that road. But yeah.
So just let us know what some of your favorite moments were from episode 1 through now. Let us know, and you still got some time. I'll need them. Let's say just send them in by the 20th. It don't matter. Send them in by the 20th. We'll make it work. But let us know what you like. Let us know some things that you found cringeworthy. Let us know some things that potentially could have got us canceled. Let's go ahead and expose those things also. And we're gonna put together a lot of different packages that we can show y'all. We're gonna come in. We're gonna talk about it with our guests. Let y'all meet some of the people who have been supporting us from day one. See if we can get some of our sponsors. I did speak with Throne Room. He is going through a lot. He's going through a lot right now. So he said, y'all may have to fire me. And I said, we will. No worries.
Yeah.
But I still love Brother Duff.
Hey man, listen, let me put it like this. Episode 1, day 1, that man came in and showed support of the idea. When we didn't know what we was doing, he showed support for the people and the idea. So salute to him, man. I hope everything goes well for him.
Yeah, but so it's all love with that. So we're gonna bring in some of our other sponsors. Hopefully we can get some lemonade. Ooh, you think we can get some lemonade?
Oh my God, the crack lemon. Oh my God. Listen,
think we can get some lemonade?
Hey, I'll drink that.
We're gonna make that phone call today.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We're gonna make that phone call.
Yes,
today.
Sir.
Yeah.
So listen, y'all can send us your clips on Instagram in the DMs, send it to us on TikTok, send it to us on Facebook, or if you want to email it to us, it's theletsgetcanceledpod@gmail.com. All right. Let's Get Canceled Pod.
Whatever it is.
Absolutely. Most of y'all got a number for either me or Tom or both. So hit us up, man. We're gonna put this stuff together because we want to make sure that we show our appreciation for y'all. Y'all have done a whole lot for us over this last year while we got our crap together. I'm really excited about season 2. Listen, me and my boy, my cousin, we got together and we got with a planner. So we're gonna take this to a whole new level for season 2. We're working on upgrading some things on the business end of things, so we can make sure that we're more progressive in what we do. I feel like we've talked and we've kind of found our lane, what we really want to say to the people, what we want to say to y'all. Trust me, the comedy ain't going nowhere. The attitudes and the cancel culture disregard is not going anywhere, but we do want to be the best that we can be for y'all, man. So again, we appreciate y'all, and if you could, please like, share, subscribe, all right? Hit that bell notification on YouTube so you get alerted every time we go live and every time we drop a video. we appreciate everything, man.
Indeed.
I'm super looking forward to next. Hey, can I tell them about the new segment for next season?
Yeah,
that's gonna replace. Yeah. So look here, check it out, y'all. If y'all know, I was not a big drinker at the beginning of this season. I said at the beginning of the season because this nigga. Look here, bro. I'm so confused. That dude right there, him right there, is his fault. But so what we're gonna do for the next season? We still got 2. We're gonna drop two black-owned liquor companies on that on the 20th. All right, on July 20th. Next season, we're gonna have a segment you're gonna mix with tech. All right. Beforehand, we're gonna drop what the ingredients are gonna be, what the alcohol is gonna be, and then on the show, on every live show, you'll have me mixing up a drink, and whoever's in the audience with us on the live show will test the drink, and you tell us whether you like it, whether you don't like it, and you get to be at home with me, and you get to practice some mixology at home
with the
bartender tech. Now, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I bartended for a small amount of time. Actually, no, about a year. I was bartending for about a year. Before that, I had no idea. You know what I'm saying? I knew what I liked to drink, and that was it. So now I'm kind of branching out. I still don't bartend with nowhere else. And
now I get to be a guinea pig. That's pretty much what it is.
That's exactly what it is. You and whoever else is in the audience get to test and tell me whether I'm doing a good job. And then at home, you get to take the same ingredients. And if you like it, you might say, hey, you know what? You want to add a little bit more mint. Or, hey, you want to add a little bit more of this, a little bit more of that. Whatever you like, man. So we're going to ask y'all to take pictures of your drinks. Take pictures of your drinks so we can post them on our social media platforms.
So he's trying to get me away from drinking hard liquor only.
That's the problem, people, because Tommy with an H likes the taste of liquor.
I like the taste of alcohol.
Who does that? Like, it's weird to me. But okay, we're gonna try and see if I can make a drink. I got a whole 12 months to figure out if we can get this man to like a mixed drink, a cocktail. And I'm gonna try my best. Some things are gonna be cocktails that are, you can go to the bar and order. Some of them are gonna be the ones that I made up myself and see what you like. All right. So we're gonna get Tommy with an H to like cocktails. We're also, this coming season, we're going to find out why Tommy with an H does not watch black movies. Oh my God. And y'all don't know, but how many times you think, Tom, that we've almost gone into that episode and it got bumped?
At least 5 or 6 times.
5 or 6 times
over these first 11 months.
Yeah.
It's been a lot, but I'm ready. I'm ready now. I'm ready. So I'll get y'all early in next season. I'll get y'all the reasons, and I'm pretty sure y'all gonna be like,
reasons.
He's right. But I'm gonna give y'all a sneak preview, and y'all, this is probably it's an unpopular opinion. Yep, it's all you. Sidney Poitier is overrated. All right, so I gotta sprinkle a game for the people today. We gonna talk.
Yo, I was not expecting that one. I was not expecting that one. Oh my God. Okay. Y'all heard him. Y'all heard what he said. Anyway, okay.
Season 2.
Yo, hey, I don't know about him. I love y'all. I love black people for real. So this is us. I love y'all, and I love black people for real. Tommy don't love
y'all. I don't like y'all all the time though, but I love y'all to death.
Tommy don't like black movies. Tommy don't like black actors. Tommy don't like black people.
I love them. I love y'all. I love y'all. Y'all should see some of the things y'all do.
Hey, so look, man. Hey, Tommy, man. I heard that you had a little event last night.
Yeah, man. So last night I got a chance to go visit a comedy show here in Jackson. Ali Sadiq was there. There was a sprinkle of game that he gave, and I'm gonna give it to y'all today. I'm gonna go ahead and give it to y'all today. So this one right here goes to the guys. Again, this goes out to the guys. We try to sprinkle some game for the guys. Every now and again, we'll let you ladies in on it, but tonight, this one is for you guys. And it's for the guys who don't want to be fathers right now. So I'm gonna give y'all a little piece of game that Ali gave last night. So when you're in there doing your thing, little buddy, don't look her in her eyes and don't listen to her. So this is a see no evil, hear no evil. Because she's going to say some things to you and you don't want to hear that. She's going to be like, yeah.
Can I wait. Can I interrupt for a second?
Mm-hmm.
If y'all know who Ali Sadiq is, did y'all hear how his voice changed just now? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. I normally don't interrupt this video game. Go ahead. It's bad deal.
So it's a hear no evil. Don't listen to her. Because when she say, go ahead and finish inside, buddy, don't do that. Because if you hear it, everything in your brain is going to go to, yeah, do what she said. And if you look at her and she biting that lip and she telling you you're doing a good job, you're not going to want to stop. You're not going to want to stop. So guys, again, if you don't want to be a father right now, if you're not ready, when you're in there, you can't look at her, you can't listen to her. That is the game for today. Do it.
Wow.
Be done with it, but don't look and don't listen.
Oh my God.
If you don't take this piece of game more times than not, she's gonna make you a daddy.
Yo, and that's your game. That's your game. It's the truest game he's given all season. Trust me. I got 4 kids. I can prove it.
Straight up.
Hey, listen, man. We appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all for hanging out with us again, man. Hey, yo, cousin.
What up, cousin?
We ain't been canceled yet, man. We got to do this again.
Got to do it again, cousin, man. Hey, y'all. Love y'all. We'll see y'all again in 2 weeks. But follow us, like, subscribe, all that good stuff.
Yo, we together in Tallahassee in 2 weeks, right?
In 2 weeks. Yeah, we together in Tallahassee. We were trying to do it a little early, but I think, 2 weeks from now, we'll be able to make it happen. We got a special Father's Day episode.
Yeah. Ooh.
It's going to be the week after Father's Day, but we're going to do a Father's Day episode for y'all. And we're going to give y'all some, it's going to pretty much be me interviewing Tech. I got no kids, so I can't give you nothing. All I can do is tell you how I love my father and my father figures. But Tech got kids, so we're going to tell you all about actually being a dad. So it's going to be a real fun episode. I'm going to make him talk bad about him. But at the end, I'm gonna clean it up at the end. Because they're gonna be able to watch this one. They're gonna be able to watch this one. So that's gonna be a good episode. We'll see y'all in 2 weeks. Hey, Tech, I love you, boy.
Love you too, boy.
All right, man. Love y'all. Y'all be good.
Peace. If I had cancer, they tell me to pray and go see my oncologist.
Mm-hmm.
If I got high blood pressure, they tell me to pray and do what my doctor told me to do.
But if I'm depressed,
it's a demon and I need prayer. Men died by suicide 3.9 times more than women. That's almost 4 times as much as women.
And these are 2021 stats?
These are 2021 stats.
So you realize that 2019, 2020, COVID-19 here, these guys had to stay at home with their wives for a whole year. We out here.
I'm
Give them their
mad,
shit back.
if I'm mad that you won't let me do what I want to do
And then
in all levels, and then when I get there and I dominate, then my own people look at me and go, "You left us here."
Right.
Nigga, I didn't leave you, nigga. I thought this was the goal.
Because the thing is, we knew that we was gonna fucking dominate. We was better than them before.
As a man, you can't take care of yourself. You don't deserve no coochie.
I agree.
That's to me. If you can't support yourself, you know the last thing you need to be worried about is getting laid.
Listen to what I'm saying to you, though. Number one, the only reason I agree with that statement is because doing that could possibly produce a child that you can't take care of.